Hey everyone, this is Ed Hub from Full Blown Customs. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You can see I got a bunch of paintings here behind me. This is a technique that I've been trying out for a while, and I've did several panels here, which I'll show you some close-ups of here in a minute. But I'm going to do a video here on the engraving part of it to show you that. And then actually there's some other designs around that I do a different technique on that I'm making another video on for you. Now, I want you guys to take a look at my website. I just put up a new website, and it's actually offering a yearly membership for $39.99. And what this does is gives you guys free access to watch all my videos. Now I sell 28 videos right now that are DVD form, and the videos that I sell as DVDs are still being sold as DVDs, but the yearly membership, you'll get to watch these videos online. And like I say, I want to make a couple hundred videos if I can. I got so many techniques I want to share with everybody. But we're going to sit down right now. I'm going to show you how to do an engraving. This skull right here is the one I'm going to show you next. And then I'm actually going to do an engraving with this eagle. This is a photograph I got on online. I'm not sure who did the photograph, but whoever did a nice job. And I'm going to actually use this eagle to do a technique like I did on the skull. But hope you guys will enjoy this. Show you over here. This is the latest one I just did. You can go to my Facebook page and see all these also. Now this is not buffed out, so you might be seeing some dirt in it in the video here. But I did a technique on the outside, which I'm going to do a video on, show you how I did that. And then I engraved. What I'm going to do for the YouTube video right now is I'm going to do a process like this, but I'm going to engrave it. And what I've been setting up, doing all these practice pieces here for, is to do this one. I'm going to actually do this process here. I love this eagle. I don't know who did the photograph. It's just one I printed out, but someone actually took this photograph. And I'll do the process like I did the skull there, but I'm going to do it on the eagle. And it's a different style than you normally see. I think it looks pretty cool, but let you guys be the judge of that. And this has got a 36-inch grinding disc that I've wore out, so it's not real thick. Not real coarse, I mean. And now, being careful not to rip your paper, I'm going to start going back the other direction. Now I'm going to turn it just a little bit so I can get to it a little better. And again, look at your picture. If you notice that the feathers are going right here, and then it's kind of dark right there where the feathers twist back, I'm going to try to create that. See how it will rip the paper, so you got to be really careful. Careful. ready to start the engraving, and what I'm going to use is a carbide bit. This is the bit that I'm using right here. I've got it hooked up to a Dremel, and I got a flex shaft on it, and it's a variable speed. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this engraver. It's going to get loud here in a second, and you guys need to wear glasses of some sort, eye protection. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start engraving all these edges like this. Get all the tape off there, but I'm going to engrave all the edges and follow it all the way around. So I'm going to start this up, and it's going to get really loud here for a second. So I want to explain to you really quick. I can't talk when that's rolling. But when you're doing this, you notice how I'll just do little pieces at a time. If you get into a situation where you can actually roll your hand, I like to kind of push it, sometimes pull it, and you'll find as you're going which works best for you. But if you start to push straight forward on this like that, like I'm pushing this direction, it's going to start chattering and going off to the side. So if you can kind of hook it at an angle and go sideways like this, it works a lot better. So I'm going to move some stuff out of the way here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this picture here so you guys can see what I'm doing. If you look at the picture right there, and you look at how this goes right here, the feathers go, and how much darker it is, I'm going to make these feathers right here bright. So when I come across here, I'm going to use my engraver, come up to where I got a grinder mark right there. I'm going to kind of follow that line. So start it up and do it again. Like I've said throughout this whole process, you guys can stop at any time on this. It just depends on what you want. As you can see the detail in here, you can just keep going back and forth and making more and more detail. You know, you can go in on the eye and do more detail. Depends on what you want it to look like. I'm just going to do a little bit more, and I think we're going to call it good on this one. At this point, something I haven't told you because I haven't cleared this yet. What I would do at this point is just wipe it off with a rag. No wax and grease remover, no lacquer thinner, no waterborne cleaner, anything. Wipe it off with a rag, tack it off, and then I spray a coat of adhesion promoter, whether you use Bulldog or Adherdo. Those are two that I use. You put a coat over it, wait about 5 minutes, and then put 3 coats of clear on it. Then I let it set for about a day, sand it completely smooth with 600, and put 3 more coats on. Then let it set, sand and buff it. The reason I do that is because sometimes the grinder marks, they'll come back through, you can see little divots where they're at, so that's why I do it that way. You can choose to put 3 coats on it, sand and buff it, and leave it at that. But this is a very cool, effective way to do artwork on panels. You can take these down to a local art gallery, sell them there, sell them online. It's a great source of income, especially when you're just sitting around and you want to do something. As you can see, I did all these panels here, but get out there and try this technique out.